Hey beer fans, I'm Steve Jaguar. This is a BeerNative beer review, and this is day 3, 7 days of Siren, reviewing beers just from Siren Brewery. If you don't know much about Siren Brewery and you just kind of skipped ahead and you're watching this one, please go back to the first one and check out. I talk a little bit about the foundation of it, what they stand for, when they started, a lot of good information about Siren. But in this one, I'm going to be diving straight into an IPA that they have. This was for the 7th anniversary of HonestBrew. I buy a lot of beers from HonestBrew, I'm not going to lie. And I think I might have got this one from them as well, because I got a mix of these beers from HonestBrew and from Siren direct. You can get it directly from Siren, not a problem. It's £4.50. Check it out here. Here's what it looks like on their website. Yeah. And here's what the beer looks like in the beer cam. Check it out. Love the beer cam. I'm going to come up with something better at some point, but for now, having a camera in my fridge is nice. So let's get it out of the fridge. Let's free it from the confines of the beer can. And there we go. The World Beyond My Window is the name of the beer. It is a 6.5% IPA. And what I was curious about is I reviewed their IPA, The Perfect Crime, yesterday, and it was delicious. I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Untappd. I gave it a 24 out of 30. And I thought this was really good. And yet they have quite a wide variety of IPAs, and I wanted to be able to distinguish between them. Yesterday's was featuring a very unique hop, which was the Equinox Incognito, which was like an extract that sort of was experimental and enhances the I guess idiosyncrasies of Equinox, which I'm already not crazily familiar with Equinox, so it was kind of nice to see it enhanced. And this one it's kind of interesting in that it has Citra Mosaic, so already different. But it has that kind of bizarre, I don't even know how to say it, like Motueka. It's a New Zealand hop, so someone from New Zealand, if you're watching this, please write my embarrassing mispronunciation into the comments. But it is interesting in that it's like a Saz derivative. If you've ever homebrewed, you definitely know Saz hops. So how is that unique? I don't know. I'm really curious about these choices that brewmasters make. At some point, I'd really love to do an interview with one of the people who makes the decisions at Siren about how they choose their hops and why certain combinations are of value. I would love to know that. In fact, I'm going to reach out to you, Siren. If you're watching this, I'm going to do that. And I'd love to get an interview after I do 7 days to see what you think. But for now, we're doing The World Beyond My Window in comparison now with the one I did yesterday, The Perfect Crime. I've heard great things. Thank you for all the contributors who've written to me and who've responded on Facebook. Check me out on Facebook. I'm BeerNative there as well. Follow along. Now let's give a little sip out of the can. A little smell. It smells drier already. What I liked about the 6.0 yesterday was that I didn't really notice it was boozy. Oh, wow. I'm getting olives. Is that meant to be part of the tasting notes? I had another go. I went straight back in because I'm really quite curious about what I'm getting here. So some of the hops, grab my glass. Some of the hops have had resinous features which were bordering on mint and marjoram recently, when I'm really acknowledging that. And I'm getting a bit of that. Almost a cool, like that post-processed mint cool. I'm getting that off this. Once again, so my wife Allie, she tried the remainder of what I had from The Perfect Crime, and she said, oh, it's very cask. Allie used to work at Oldershaw Brewery, so she used to do tasting notes, and she was pretty good at actually picking out flavors. And this is very similar. It's very flat. I'm not getting a very high level of carbonation. I'm getting almost like the head's gone. I mean, to characterize the head would be ridiculous. It's a non-starter. Dive in. But there's a high citrus content. Am I going to go a bit of mango? but I've eaten a mango lately, so maybe that's to do with that. But no, it's definitely like a mango. I would put on a salad. Really strong, in fact. Light citrus, minor zest, but it does end with a bit of resin, like a minty resin. Wow, it's interesting. Almost parsley. It's definitely different from the one I had earlier. I like these subtle nuances, these little changes that happen when you go from IPA to IPA. I think that's why IPAs are really popular right now, is that there's so many varieties in them that if you have enough of them, it's like having enough of any kind of beverage or food or steak or whatever it is you're enjoying. You start to appreciate, it normalizes so you really catch the subtleties, which is really nice. And this one's really good. I think I would like it if it was a bit more carbonated, because that would throw the aroma into my face a bit more. So as a result, when I sit over this, I'm not really getting it. And it's more on the mouthfeel and the flavor that I'm getting, which is still great, but I think it could have been a little bit better if it was a little bit more carbonated. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's the can, maybe that's the way I poured it, maybe it's the glass is really clean and smooth. Who knows? I like to mention the malts, by the way, malted barley, oats, and wheat. Same as the IPA I did yesterday. Okay, I'm going to score this up now. Accuracy on it being an IPA. Yes, of course, it's got it. It's a 3. Is it going to be more or less? I might just leave it as a 3. I think I marked yesterday's up to a 4. I'm going to keep this as a 3. Uniqueness. I thought the odd hop was clever, and I think some of the strong mango is good. Am I going to give it more than a 3? I might just edge it to a 4 because I wasn't sure about uniqueness. I want to have a 7 on that. And I know I'm going in reverse, so that's fine. 7. Artwork, I think I'm consistently giving Siren a 4 on artwork because they always have really cool artwork. And I'll throw you briefly back to the beer cam. Like, I love their art. And when you see them all back to back to back to back, right? It can become samey, but that's really not how it is. You see one stand out of a crowd, and be that in a beer fridge, be that in a supermarket, they always look great. And packaging is just a 3. So 7 and 7 is 14. And I'm going to throw the flavor at it. I think I'm just going on 8. I went a 9 yesterday. I'm going to go for an 8, which is still a great score. That gives it a 22. It's going to be a 3.75 out of 5 if I throw this on tap. But it's a really great beer. And I just think I preferred yesterday's a little bit more. So, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm going to sip that slowly. It's been really nice. I can't tell that's a 6.5, which I do like. I don't like when you get that. Somebody described it as alcohol burn. I don't know that I've really get a lot of alcohol burn. I've had that in other things, but not so much in beers lately. Not good ones. But it's good. It's really good. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm really enjoying 7 Days of Siren. And I'm super excited about Oats on Oats on Oats, which everyone keeps telling me, that's the one. That's the climax. I think that's going to be Thursday. I'm going to do a live tasting on Friday at 5 p.m. UK time of the grapefruit sour IPA, and I'm going to compare that to another grapefruit sour IPA I'm going to do simultaneously, so it's a slightly longer show, but it will be live. So if you're watching this and you have a bit of time, and on Friday let's say 5 p.m. if you're an American, and it's like noon for you and you have some lunch, why not tune in? I'd love to have somebody actually live watching me create this tasting. It'd be cool. We can do it as a group. All right. My name's Steve Giguere. This is BeerNative. Thanks for watching. Keep drinking great beer.